Coming in, you have a few games to mess with if you consider there are 5 games of the series. The first 3 could really matter if you start to fall behind, but it's going to be Smite War. Level 4 to level 5, Greg has a bit of a stronger Smite, definitely to be noted. Nice dazzle onto the bot lane of Echo Fox, but I don't think you wanted to get that far in. Not looking good right now for the bot lane of Treats. They're getting damage back onto Panda. He could go down, but he lives. No burn there. Sui's in, level 6. Perfect execution finds Treats, still has his second Q, I believe, or I should say ultimate. And Tactical looks like he could be taking a few more. 5-point strike now to come out after the auto. And a quick heal comes in from Tactical. Good vision on both sides for these mid laners. Allow them to go a bit harder. We're back to the Infernal. That's going to be Panda getting the smite down. He's very low, but still wants to get into the fight as he throws down the darkness. He will fall to the hands of Greg, and they'll be able to take down Phil as well. Down into the Tri-Brush on the side of Echo Fox. Lost is in this fight. Looks like that Infinity Edge could actually be finished.
Having a lot of backline dive, but TSM's backline is a Sona, I guess, maybe the Jace, whereas the other team's backline is Jinx. So it's much more important to kill that. That's the top lane lifestyle, man.
It is. Ooh, Emo Plague. There we go. Panda coming in. This is what you were talking about, Mark. As soon as Brandini gets himself up in that lane, we didn't even have
objective.
Drop down bot side. Where's that bot side of the map? I thought they would go mid. Oh, again, it's rinse and repeat for this top lane. Brandini's going to have some deep war. Early purchase to keep himself nice and armored up versus Brandini. Fight into Yasui. Here comes that hero's entrance. They are going to be able to get a knock up onto Greg. Perfect execution finally to kill out. Nice taunt onto a Blaze Olive. Here comes the rocket in from Lost. He gets to participate from downtown. Treats him just on the other side of the fight. Phil should be able to live through this with Panda. Now entering as a new challenger approaches. Taunt Silver Sash coming into these fights.
Yeah, both mid laners drop, but ult almost back up for Panda. It's really nice. I believe he has presence of mind to get more ults off quickly because they've all been successful.
Ooh, they want to pop that GA right away.
Yeah,
do not get it.
A little too safe there.
Could be going back in, nicely denying the vision. Everybody taunted on the side of TSM, and it looks like they'll be able to turn around right after that fight. It wasn't going to be enough from Phil. He goes down first. Panda's next as he was already low and had to give his life for the fight. They're looking at Lorlo and Lost on the top side. Yasui just gets himself out before he gets locked down by Griggs E, and now it is just Echo Fox running for the hills as TSM is able to use this fight composition beautifully.
And that is the power of Tarek's ultimate. You see the dive come in. It's very telegraphed. As soon as the Nocturne presses, you can maybe bait it out, but it starts becoming this kind of mind game of when do I drop it? As we see right now, he's not going.
Hero's entrance comes in. Cosmic Radiance now, and they start denying the damage as they turn the fight again onto Echo Fox. Tactical very low. They are going to be able to drop the Sona. Phil's now getting very low as well. Lorlo running for the hills, but he's going down as Yasui goes up. They have to split, and it does not look good for Echo Fox. Fight after fight. Man, they said it would be scrappy, and we continuously go back at it as soon as all 5 members are in the mid lane. A quick lockdown here. There's the CC that'll take down Lorlo. And death. Fight after fight. The split happens. They want Tactical right away, but there's just so many other members.
Falling against how much healing is on the enemy team. And as the main damage threat, you need to be focusing on making sure you have that damage, and the QSS is
denying them any of this DPS they want to put into the fight, and man, they have the power to siege. They are going right through the inhibitor turrets. Yasui into the Shroud to try and keep himself safe, and the inhibitor's taking a few shots as it's Brandini's work and Tactical to be on that front line. A dangerous squad to do it. And they're going to be able to take down a turret number 2 in the mid lane. The Chompers set out.
How many wards they have the bot side jungle alone, just absolutely littered. They knew that those were the 2 lanes that they wanted to play with. While on the side of Echo Fox,
you do have the AD in there.
There's plenty of AD in there, and then your team is also not that magic damage heavy, so you are not really benefiting the mid lane. It's basically been stalling out. There's the first Flash Force by Greg.
Getting a little chilly in here. Feeling the Glacial Prison go off to the side, and Phil not having that.
Picked off with the vision control that they have, as you see in that top red side jungle. There's no way that Echo Fox wants to contest that.
On the top side, almost able to go around the horn. They have 1 more inhibitor turret left up in mid on Echo Fox's side here. That inhibitor falls fast, and they do not even want to step to TSM. Lorlo's the one in the front. Lorlo almost goes down immediately. Still has his Zanyas when he comes out of that pool. Going to be able to get it on, but he's losing the team. They are dropping around him. A resurrecting Panda to come back up. Yasui looking to get out of his Zanyas. He will be safe onto the fountain, but it's all safety is what Echo Fox is looking for, as TSM is looking for which priority target to drop first. And they have enough minions now for Nexus turrets inside the base. 25 minutes is when they broke the base. Just 6 minutes later, it could be the Nexus. Hero's entrance in. Phil's gonna be able to get himself a kill there on a Blaze Olive as they try to chase TSM out of the base. They're trying to keep the game alive, so number 2 isn't from behind. And they almost get the kill onto Brandini. Shots coming in. Lost is excited. There's a kill from Lorlo. Greg with a few more hits, but he's got a lot of armor in that gargoyle stone plate. The dazzle back. Enough from the zap here, but
their whole comp is built to dive.
They would love to wait another minute for Panda's Guardian Angel to come up. Throws down. Oh, they get the TP in as they throw on Paranoia. They're not waiting at all. I'm eating Crow, but Panda's going to be eating dirt as he goes down immediately. Lorlo almost getting locked down. He does get the stun up. Damage onto Phil as TSM is just able to find them in the middle. They continue to dogpile each member of Echo Fox. That's going to be the kill. The triple over onto Lost, and huge for a Blaze Olive coming up in the last fight, looking for the Quadra. Lorlos goes into the Zanya, but gold only looks good for so long as Brandini picks up the last kill, and that's going to be TSM tearing Echo Fox's base apart. Nexus is open, and game 1 will go to TSM Academy.
Super well done by TSM Academy early on in this series. A beautiful... Oh, it will be Jungle Aragot then, I believe.
Yorick for Brandini is something he's played throughout the season, so that will be locked in for him. Both of Yasui and mid, they kind of pull down towards Drake with bot side as well. Lost has been doing a good job of keeping that in. Not a lot of mana for Yasui. They actually want to take this fight. Good pressure from Phil. The lockdown and the ignite on the treats right away. Into the fight comes Tactical. He can deliver a lot of damage from the outside, but he's not even firing in right now. Hail of arrows over the top is able to help secure a kill for a Blaze Olive.
And makes that a very close fight.
Ooh, World Ender's on. Brandini's getting chased. Tries to throw the ghouls at him, and here's Brig. Lorlo's just about to time out on this one. He's got to be careful. And Brandini's got the last flash. He chucks with the damage. Oh, Lorlo's going to stay alive. Brandini. Nice control over the early game here. And this is what we were saying. Echo Fox does not want to fall behind at all with this composition. And that Drake is going to be locked down by Greg. Phil is low. Chain of Corruption there. They're going to be able to get that out to start this fight off. And Tactical coming up with a kill right there on to Phil. He gets a little more gold in his pocket.
Yeah, nicely done. Oh,
whoa! Pulling the trigger, shocking on to a Blaze Olive in mid. Can they get this kill back? Petrifying Gaze in. That's not how you want to play it. Panda goes down. A bit of an error in the mid.
Hold on. Non-stop fighting.
Back to the top. Yasui's going to be there for this one, and he wants to start picking up the kills. He's only got assists, and he is the one to help him carry the game. World Ender goes down, and they're going to let the Rise pick this one up. A nice little cash in there. 1-0-2 for him, and he's going to come back. Blade of the Rune King lost on Misfortune. Decides to stay in there. These fights are going to be close. That could have hurt here for Lorlo. He's going to have just about 400 HP left. Fear from Beyond, or I should say Death. And he goes down. Nice job onto Lorlo. He did not expect those chains to come through, and a double kill coming in for Greg. That overbox goes down, and Panda may follow. Bullet time across streets, but he used the stopwatch stasis to get himself some safety. Back and forth fight between Yasui and a Blaze Olive in mid lane. Almost a hook just over the right shoulder of Phil there. And nobody goes down in that initial... Sorry, Panda goes down in that initial engage. It looks like it may not be Dragon right away. Greg's trying to do some work on it right now. He may be able to get it. He will. Down below half.
Yeah, as he gets some more levels, those knee shotguns become pretty low cooldown, and I was saying it should be Echo.
Out. Not too many tanky people to be tearing apart though.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Lands the ultimate this time.
Oh, sinking the fangs, and Yasui does not want that. Too many minions in front, and that is the defensive line of Blaze Olive uses to secure himself a solo kill in the mid lane.
Super well done by him, and he is completely online now. One of the most important pieces for TSM Academy coming into the series, we were talking about him being able to keep Yasui in check, and he's doing more than that right now.
I honestly thought Yasui was going to come in here and kind of put a show on, but a Blaze Olive
for Lorlos. This is going to be the third outer going to drop for TSM as this lead. Getting pretty scary.
Oh, react with a full Baron attempt on. They have to go to TSM's game plan here and figure out when they can start to attack back. 3 altogether.
Second Mountain Drake with the Cassiopeia and a Varus who is most likely going to pick up against who's Rage Blade on the next item.
It's a game at 1-0-1. Still carries potential kind of across the board, but somebody has to be the beneficiary of those kills. Phil going down quick.
Oh no!
Right in the middle of the fight, Fear Beyond Death is going to take him immediately and fear the rest of the team. Yasui gets to a pretty good spot. Other side of the map still being covered by Brandini here as he gets himself over to that Drake position to make sure nothing funky is going on. Realm Warp in. How many members does it bring? Lost and Yasui here for the fight on Brandini as the Maiden is coming in slow. Nobody's got focus on it, and Brandon Fox was putting up their final fight mark. It could be right here, going for broke outside the base, and they get maybe a nice catch on the Greg. There's one. The hook goes on to Lore, or Panda, I should say. Fox is in. That's a great amount of ultimates. They still have pressure from a Blaze Olive on the other side, though, but Ains could really turn the tables of this one. Lore on the bot side with Lost. Now Lost almost down. 400 HP as he gets himself safe in the base gate. Lore low, and Lost getting 2v1 by Brandini as Phil's here to just watch and add a little bit of moral support. Mid lane gonna get some damage now, and TSM is hitting on every front against Echo Fox.
Uh-oh, here comes the Rise Warp. Uh-oh, never mind. Thresh.
He is well coming through. Lorlo, seeing what he can do from the backside. They're chasing 3 members of TSM out on the bottom side of the fight now. Brandini is gonna get himself the safety as bullet time goes across Tactical and Treats. They're both down. And Brandini looks to get himself the safety. Blaze Olive is still saying, meanwhile, inside the base, he's gonna be able to take it.
Interesting approach. Now Grig's in trouble again.
They're still in the chase game here. Stop the backs against TSM, but can they pressure the waves outside of the base? Echo Fox may just be buying more time for those minion waves of TSM to build up and crash back in. Possible kill on the Yasui. The shield comes up. Brandini gets the stasis. Ooh, the Petrifying Gaze just misses, but it gives enough of the slow Panda. A few more fangs, and the chase is for naught. How far does Echo Fox go? They go to their deaths. And it's a double kill for a Blaze Olive.
Coming into the game, you heard them talking about their play style, very LPL influenced, willing to take odd man fights. About it, this blue trinketed out.
No shield just yet. Nice denial, so they can work with the Thresh Hook being down. The ultimate goes in. Cataclysm on the Greek. Wait, they take out the jungler immediately. This is going to be huge for Echo Fox and maybe the fight they needed. They lose Panda. Phil's trying to turn around. Lorlo and Yasui doing the damage now. Yasui's in melee range, so he's got to get a little bit of distance. Brandini's now on the marksman, and he cuts him down with the spade. A triple kill for Brandini in a fight that looked lost. TSM come up huge.
Such a dangerous position there with Grid getting popped instantly. They are still able to win the fight. Members dead for another 15 seconds. Brandini TP's in the bot lane thinking that they can end off of that.
Oh, that's painful to watch. He is absolutely slaughtering these turrets. It's like a Nasus Q when he comes through with those Sheen hits. On to the Nexus, as Brandini had a fantastic lane on the top side, weathering the storm of Echo Fox, and he comes through to take down the Nexus for game 2 with the team.
And with the Elise lock-in, it is actually going to be the Urgot in the top lane this time. This is what they were hovering last game. Didn't end up locking it in.
Now we dive in with this composition, and you are correct. 3.5 minutes in, already showing behind the turret is Greg. And he has great timing on this. Ooh, they go for the dive in. Flash from Treats, Cocoon on to Phil as well. And again, Phil becomes one of the first to go down.
Avoiding and didn't respect the other one. Lost flashing instantly to get out of there. Oh, now Treats in
another
trouble.
kill on the bot side. A few more shots. Great job by Tactical to save Treats. No, the Ignite gets him as Phil is able to pick that one up for himself. Oh, the piercing Ignite almost hits, but he gets the passive shots just out of turret range. Tactical being just that. Because it's based on numbers, right? Bulwark lasts for 20 seconds. If you take it with 3, it gets 3 stacks of defense. So they're like, nah, just 2. Treats and Tactical can crush it. And already over to drag. They have so many things on their plate right now. They are not stopping. 8 minutes in, I feel like we watched a 15-minute game already. Had a great impact throughout this series. And now the attempt coming in from the side of Echo Fox. They get some good damage down for Panda, the ultimate from Lorlo, and a kill on the Blaze Olive is going to come through. Lorlo picks that up. Good to get the Kale going a little early into the game. Realm Warp down. Grig could be the next target. Flag and drag the slow from the W, and a beautiful double kill pickup here for Lorlo as Echo Fox
farm and hope to scale for late game, which almost never works. Go and try and make a play, and they're able to find 2 quick kills. Their bot lane this time does the right thing, completely backs off the turret. It doesn't stop the advantages from coming in from TSM, but you grab a couple of your own back. Now Kale is the other guy even finishes an item. Super tough game for Lost to play out, and it makes it hard for everyone else. Yasui just finished his first item. You have a Blade of a Rune King Kindle Gem finished already.
Turret plays for TSM Academy, and they are going to use that 2,000 gold. Few first items, and it looks like the 3-3 in. TSM is making a lot of work on the map for the amount of people they have taken off of it on the side of Echo Fox.
And it was so close to being a great TSM, Echo Fox. You see them saying, we don't even care about this Infernal Drake. You take it. You have Rise up on the top side, split pushing down this entire time. knowing that they are absolutely unable to contest that Infernal Drake. So you get a little bit more gold onto Yusui, you get a little bit more gold. Very intelligent. It's just coming from such a deficit because rather than just giving KO this opportunity, they picked a very weak bot lane, and now for those resources they spent to try and help Lorlo out, you see TSM just brute forcing this down.
Brandini gives him a hello as he comes out of the side of that play. 3,000 health. That's looking like a juicy Baron. Not a fight TSM wants to continue, but they'll take the overall fight outside the pit. Cataclysm coming in for Panda. He says, we're all in, team. And the rest of Echo Fox is trying to follow. They're getting TSM.
They only had to give up a kill to do that. So we'll have to see what comes at the tail end of this because they're going for it again.
The Realm Warp to fake. Nobody actually takes it. I love Yasui's play there. Lorlo was already ahead of it, but they're low on mana, and they have to see this in the resource bars of Echo Fox. They tempted and knew Echo Fox was go mid, so TSM tried to take the Baron. Brandini coming in. We've seen this before. It's what ended last game, and Echo Fox says not this time. Now they get the Rakan with the Lucian, and he's still able to perform. Just going through the high moon skin for them. They're keeping it thematic. Good to the last round. And they're going to get the turret. Beautifully done. Top side as well. Echo Fox being pulled in every different direction, but they know power in 5 is really what's going to help them. As Panda cleans up a wave coming into the inhibitor turret. That one's a little beaten up, and Greg and Blazeolive taking that down. It looks like it could be the final touches, Mark. They have not given Echo Fox the time to scale. All of these games have been quick, and it was a worry that Echo Fox would be pushed into their base. Again, sub 25 minutes. TSM is getting that rinse and repeat on.
Yeah, I mean, this draft, as soon as you saw it locked in, seemed pretty suspect given how the series was going. TSM playing very quick. And rather than taking one hyper late game side lane, they go for 2. They feels like they were completely ignoring what TSM was drafting, and now they're on their back foot.
Panda gets the ultimate in from Lorlo. A little bit of damage over onto the team of TSM Treats. Oh, Fear Beyond Death takes down Panda. The fight is in, and this could be it. TSM want to get to that Academy Finals, and they will be able to drop most members of Echo Fox. The last member to run for the fountain is Yasui. And with the Nexus turrets to fall, a 3-game victory here in the semifinals for TSM as they are looking good. And I don't know if any team can even figure them out through the strategies they used in this semifinal best of 5. The Nexus goes down, and TSM is heading to finals.
Absolute domination in the semifinals for TSM Academy, showing an absolute mastery over the patch 9.6, using the bye week to study their opponents and craft very good team comps to crush this series.
Feeling great. Hugs to Coach Peter as he comes out, and everybody participating around the board for TSM on this one. We saw the bot lane coming up strong. We saw mid lane having their own solo kills in a few games from a BlazeOlive. Great stepping up in the jungle on different junglers as well as that Urgot game, and Brandini on his York. Everybody left and right. Treats on Thresh. Keep going.
It's one of those series where, because it was so dominant and so many people look so good at different points in the game, whoever they match up against in the finals, determined tomorrow, will have a nightmare on their hands to try and prep for exactly what TSM will do and who they'll play around and what draft picks they're going to go for.
See a few of the other LCS Academy player, or I should say NA Academy players in